What is up, you guys? This is CometShredder, and welcome to the second edition of the Yooka-Laylee fan creation conglomeration. I know it's been a few weeks since we did the first video on it, but for some reason I wasn't getting a whole lot of stuff from you guys, and that's alright, you know, we had just done the first one. But then this week, suddenly I just got like a huge inflowing of some great fan-made content. And so I figured I better do one this week, or else there's gonna be too much stuff backed up and I won't be able to get one done because there'll be too much stuff to cover. There's actually a few things that I won't even be able to do this week. And so, you know, I'll have to leave a couple out. But I think there's about 5 things that I'm gonna go over. So this is gonna be pretty good. Let's get right to those. So our first thing is going to be a theory that I think is actually pretty cool, pretty innovative. It's from the YouTube user dude.com. And he says, I think I have a pretty cool theory that I came up with. Later in the game, there is an anti-version of Yooka and Laylee, and this new anti-duo goes over to past worlds you've already completed and causes havoc. It's your job to replay those worlds and attempt to catch this duo while they are in the middle of messing around. It could almost be like catching Anti-Mario in Super Mario Sunshine. So if you guys haven't played Super Mario Sunshine and you don't know about like the Shadow Mario character, I'll put him on the screen right now so you can take a good look at him. What he does is he kind of, like the description here says, goes back into levels you've done and screws things up. And so I think that'd be kind of cool for Playtonic to implement into this game. You know, I'm not sure if they think that's copying too much or something, but I think it'd be a pretty cool idea for them to add. So thanks for the idea, thanks for the idea, dude.com. I can't speak. I think that's a pretty cool idea, though. All right, moving on to the next one. Next, we're going to be looking at some art that was submitted. Now, the original artist is not the one that submitted this. The person that submitted this is the YouTube user Fajito Bantito. I think I'm saying that right. He commented on the first Conglomeration video, and this art is actually by realcometshredder. I think it was on DeviantArt, I'm pretty sure the link said. And so, you know, I hope they don't mind me sharing this, because I think it's really cool. So here you go, here's the art for that. I think it's really cool how they drew Yooka and Laylee playing the N64. And if you look really closely, it looks like they're playing Banjo-Kazooie, and they have Banjo-Tooie ready to play. So I think that's a really, really cool idea that they did with the drawing, kind of like, hey, we're gonna get ideas for ourselves by looking at the original guys, what they did, and so we can know what to do in our game, and it's gonna be great. And I think that gold cartridge kind of looks like Ocarina of Time, which is one of my favorite games of all time, so that's just some bonus points right there for realcometshredder. I think that's a really awesome piece of art, so I like that a lot. Alright, this third bit of fan submissions comes from the YouTube user Adam E Entertainment. He started coming by the channel a little while ago. I think he might be sticking around. Pretty cool guy. Anyway, he said, well, one of his theories is I'd suspect there is some kind of monster, maybe a troll, ogre, demon lord, or wizard, trapped in the book by the Ghost Riders. If you haven't seen information about the Ghost Riders, I'll post a link to the video where I talk about them in the description so you can check that out. Mainly because Ghost Riders are anonymous authors, often a group that writes and another individual takes credit for their work. Maybe Yooka-Laylee disturbed the book and the monster gains power and begins going after the Ghost Riders, so to prevent the monster from escaping, the Ghost Riders must be rescued so they can reestablish the seal. I kind of hope they wouldn't go with a wizard considering their similarity to witches, but I wouldn't be surprised either. I think it would definitely be something from fantasy stories or fairy tales though. So I think this is actually pretty cool. You know, it'd kind of be like, oh, you know, we screwed up with like creating this thing, and then Yooka-Laylee, you know, you could see kind of almost being like Banjo, a little clumsy, you know, they kind of unleash this thing, they're like, oh, crap, now we have to go, destroy this thing, make it so that way the Ghost Riders can seal it back again. So that's a pretty cool theory, you know, it definitely seems plausible. You know, I'm not sure if Playtonic's gonna do that, you know, necessarily, but it really seems like something that could happen, so I think that's a really good theory. Alright, this next artwork was referenced to me by the user Ye Old Game Time. He commented on the first Conglomeration video as well, but he was not the creator of this art either. This was on DeviantArt by a user called LuigiL, and this was like really, really well done artwork. You can see it like right here. It's really, really well done. I think it's really cool how the user, you know, combined old elements, you know, the Banjo-Kazooie on the left, well, I guess for you guys, I think the left is over here because it's mirrored for me, anyway, and then Yooka-Laylee are on the right, and I think it's really cool that, you know, they took aspects of Banjo-Kazooie and, you know, Yooka-Laylee, like the similarities. They have the notes for Banjo-Kazooie and like the coins for Yooka and Laylee, and if you look really closely in the back by Banjo-Kazooie's side, if you watch the opening like cinematic thing for Banjo-Kazooie, that's the waterfall that like the bug falls into, so that's a really cool thing thing that user added as well. This is just really incredibly well made. You know, I wish I had half of this artistic talent. This is really, really well done. So really good job by LuigiL. This is really, really well made. Now this last submission is one of 2 submitted by this user, and I chose this second one because personally I like it more. You know, there's nothing wrong with the first one. I may actually include that one later on, but you know, for the sake of time, I'm just going to include one of this person's, and I just like this one better. This was submitted by Banjo-Kazooie Hub. You know, they emailed me, so you know, if you guys want to email me stuff, I'll put the link to my email in the description so you can check that out. But Banjo-Kazooie Hub says, hey, if you don't mind, I've got another theory for the next creation conglomeration. As I said, they submitted one already. This theory is based around the skeleton girl you meet at the beginning of the game in the jungle world, which I've talked about that too, links in the description. What I'm thinking is once you save her, as a token of appreciation, she later acts as a shaman that can turn you into different things, kind of like Humbo Wumbo from Banjo-Tooie, or, you know, Mumbo Jumbo from Banjo-Kazooie. But like in any Banjo-Kazooie platformer, we'll need some sort of collectible token or statue to give her before she can morph you into something else. That's just what I'm thinking. Thanks again, Banjo-Kazooie Hub. And I think that's incredibly possible. You know, in Rare with Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, they definitely had, you know, characters that transform you into other things, and I'm sure Yooka-Laylee will have that exact same thing, you know, transforming your character into other things so that way they can have even more creation into the game. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see them, you know, make you have to save the character first in order to use those power-ups or transformations, whichever you want to say. And so I think that's actually a pretty... I'm not going to say, you know, it's going to happen, but it seems like it's a fairly likely occurrence, because if it's happening in the first world, that means you probably haven't had it happen yet, so I think it's incredibly possible. Thanks for the submission, Banjo-Kazooie Hub. And that's going to do it for this Yooka-Laylee fan creation conglomeration video. Thank you guys so much for submitting stuff. I really like seeing all this. It makes doing this series a lot more enjoyable when you have some great content submitted. If you have some stuff you'd like to see next time, make sure to either comment down below, or you can send it to my email, which I'll put in the description. It's realcometshredder@gmail.com. Someone had taken CometShredder already, so I had to say the real one. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to check out the other Yooka-Laylee information videos I've done, because this game is going to be great. I'm still going to play the entire game as soon as it comes out. Maybe I'll even do like a live stream, I'm not sure, but I'll try to get the videos of the gameplay up as quickly as possible. I'll try to have like the whole game out within 24 hours, so it's gonna be a struggle, but I'm gonna try to do it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to shred that like button if you like this video. Subscribe, shred that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Thank you guys for watching this video. This has been CometShredder. I'll see you next time. Kill.